Namaste students, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I am JVN's Dr. Neeraj Dholia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jayoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So students, today we are here to discuss the topic, that is the filtration and microfiltration. So this topic comes under the subject upstream and downstream process. This was incomplete in the previous lecture, so let's recap and restart. So the filtration is defined as a physical separation, and the extent is determined by the size of the pores of the membrane. So the lesser is the pore size, the greater is the extent of your separation. So we have studied the various types of the filters, the depth filters, which are prepared by the glass wool, asbestos, and the filter papers. The absolute filters, where this pore size is absolutely defined, and it is used for the bacterial to isolate the bacteria from the culture media. So next is the rotatory drum vacuum filter. So here the drum-like structure, the rotatory drum vacuum filters are used, which is partially immersed in a broth media, and it having the specific size of the membrane, cutoff membrane, uh, whereas the unit rotates, the drum is rotate, uh, it picks up the biomass which gets deposited as a cake on the drum surface, and this filter cake can be easily removed. So the next was the membrane filters. The membrane filters have specific pore sizes, and here the clogging is a major problem. So there are two types of the membrane filters, the static and the closed flow filtration. So the closed flow filtration resolve the problem of the clogging. So in the closed flow filtration, the culture growth is pumped in a crosswise fashion across the membrane. So this reduces the clogging process and hence better than the static filtration. So moving forward, the microfiltration. So what is the microfiltration? Filtration at micron level is known as the microfiltration. So the range of the microfiltration is the 0.1 to 10 micron or micron meter. So at this extent, it can separate out the insolubles. If the particle size or insoluble size is zero point 0.1 to 10 micron, it can remove that insolubles. So generally the microfiltration membranes remove all the bacteria. Okay, because bacteria are somewhat larger than the viruses, and viruses have the lesser size. So if we can use the 0.2 micron filter, it can remove the viruses also. So this is used for the generally for water treatment processes, when the particles with a diameter greater than 0.1 mm need to be removed from a liquid. So what are the various applications and the purposes of the microfiltration are here. So the examples of microfiltration applications are mostly is related to the uh, food industries and the pharma industries. So the cold sterilization of beverages and the pharmaceuticals. Cold sterilization. Okay, so sterilization where the heating is not required. There is the microfiltration. So it is also used for clearing the fruit juice, wines, and beers. Separation of bacteria from water, for example, the biological wastewater treatment. So effluent treatment means the effluent which is excreted out from the various industries. It is also used for the separation of the oil and water emulsions. It is used for the pre-treatment of water for nanofiltration and reverse osmosis. So the where the nanofiltration units are there, the reverse RO units are there. So it is used for pre-treatment of the water. So solid liquid separation for pharmaceuticals and food industries, it is also used. So next is the ultrafiltration. Ultra means the filtration limit is somewhat increased than the microfiltration. So it removes the complete bacterial as well as the viral contaminants. So limit is the 0.0012 to zero point 0.1 micron. So the viruses cannot pass this size of the pores. So the examples of fields where the ultrafiltration is applied are dairy industries, okay, where the milk and cheese are prepared, the food industries, uh, and the metal industries in the oil, water emulsion, separation, paint treatment, and of course in the textile industries. So one is the important thing is the protection of membranes. So when you use the membrane, either the uh, microfiltration unit or the ultrafiltration unit, filtration or microfiltration or ultrafiltration. So you need to protect the membrane, because if directly you are using the water or the broth media which having the large size of the insolubles, can damage the membrane. So it is advisable that before using the microfiltration or ultrafiltration unit, you have to pre-treat the water, pre-treat the broth, or pre-treat the uh, solvent, uh, so that the major impurities are removed first, and they will not cause the damage to the uh, membranes of the ultrafiltration or microfiltration units. So thank you, and I hope you are satisfied with this digital session. And if you have any query, please write in the comment box. I will resolve your query. This session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.